Hello everyone, I'm amazing and so are you, and welcome back to another 2064 episode. Today I'm going to be recording just because I did a stream earlier yesterday about Gods Will Fall, so if you want to go check that out, go ahead. But yeah, I'm just going to record today because I feel like it. I want to say thanks for the support on the live streams. We're getting like a maximum of above 5 viewers, like overall. So that's really cool. I do appreciate it. I don't mind if you subscribe or don't subscribe. Just you watching it and like coming in. Like even if you don't say hi, I literally any way that you support me, I love you. Like and just getting the awareness of my channel out is it's great. So, right, we're at the chick's mansion. We're gonna be talking to her about somebody. I forget who we're talking about.
Maybe we should ring the bell first?
Sure. Oh, that's a polar bear. It's a pet polar bear.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Hey.
Mine says we can go in. Oh, wow! Swanky! What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms. Is swanky too out of date?
It's certainly before my time.
Oh, Ms. Flores!
Bravo.
Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing, and
Oh, I know who you are.
I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight? I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case. Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
That is true, that is true.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
Sick.
What?
Turing, calm down.
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Well, either way, he's on a diet. This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you.
Out of context. Out of context.
Do you understand?
Not really.
I really hope.
I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden. You don't have time to waste if you're going to find him, either.
He's dead, bitch.
Right.
Okay, can I talk to you?
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have
not.
made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have. We haven't had access to any of his research notes, and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with. Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting. Not that Parallax is known for that, of course. We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people. When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger,
Hi.
it becomes clear what happened.
He's dead.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been around long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup. Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt? We'll go with that.
This chick is giving me some vibes that I don't think she's
I
supposed to be
wouldn't
giving.
mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
She's a little weird.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions. For now.
Cool. How did you help Hayden returning? What's the story between you and Fairlight? I think that's everything we need to know.
Indeed. I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapiens. At least not primarily. Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing, but it's best you know the truth. Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine
There it
nature.
is.
You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades.
Yeah.
Functional immortality is a powerful lure. The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct. Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals. So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind. Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents. Hayden is a crack programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose. Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Interesting. Hayden never revealed any of this to me.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped. You were the first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
Can you elaborate on your involvement? Hayden wasn't invested in Turing development.
If you can even call it involvement. It's a small city. And if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else. When he started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants. Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here. I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
Yeah, we won't.
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear. I didn't say that.
But
Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community. See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there.
oh, baby, no.
Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work. Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware. Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power. Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure, there's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software. Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever, but there's more than enough people who are.
Thank you for this, Melody. I understand.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but if you can hunt down his note.
Of course, we'll keep looking.
Sure. Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years.
Damn.
I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1. Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally.
Way to go,
I turned him
Yannick.
down, very politely, I might add, and then suddenly all of the cooperation between our companies dried up. We've been at it back and forth ever since.
Nice.
I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you. He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants. Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
Hey, yo. Chill.
It would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
Okay, true.
Good. I can get back to my retirement.
Yep.
Thank you for your time, Melody.
Oh, One more piece of information for you, if you... I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be of help to you.
Okay.
Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh.
Okay. Sick.
I'll send him a message and ask him.
Cool.
He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more.
That would be fantastic, Melody. Perhaps Golden Gate Park?
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't...
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar.
We get it.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Okay.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Wish...
Okay. So kind of just don't trust Fairlight. I can do that. It's pretty simple. Save there. We'll leave her mansion. Golden Gate Park. I can't talk to him. Whoa, what happened to this ROM?
Who is there? I cannot see a thing. I shall make a note to request more street lamps in this park. This is much too dark an area.
What happened? Quiet.
Poor thing. It can't see at all with its optics painted over like that. It doesn't even know.
What?
Can I help you? I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Are you Vincent Mensa? We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people. Do you have everything that I asked for?
Huh?
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
What do you need?
I already know Hayden is missing. Why
Not
else
wanna
would
go
I
to
be willing to
bed
sell
soon.
corporate secrets to Flower?
I mean, we don't
This was
have
my
to.
chance to
I
get
know
out of the
how
city.
cranky you get in the morning.
You're the cranky one. You don't wake up.
Instead,
joking.
she sends the two of you
It's like 10 o'clock,
hat
so
in hand with
consider it.
nothing.
Okay, bye.
I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help.
But
Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay. But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now. My info is my leverage, and it's not for free.
what? You want
I'll
out
just have to
of
find another
Neo?
buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you? My friend here is a terrific journalist, being skilled at hunting down...
I don't know. Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca. If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials. If you're really sure journals can come up with that kind of stuff in one day. Might? Dear God, I'm doomed.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we...
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff. Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw. There is... how do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide. Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company. The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless, and more concerned with profits and power than ever before. Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay. Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Okay. Sick.
I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division.
Sick.
Or maybe was, is what I should be saying.
Ah.
If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get. We've worked pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best. But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
True.
If you say so.
I need to make some calls, and this park ROM is fun. I want to poke at it a bit.
Park
If you
ROM.
do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want.
Sick.
Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope. I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation. See you soon.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or the only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalized I doubt they could point us in the right direction. We don't know where they are, though, so for now we should focus on getting the money for Mr. Maybe Dr. Fairlight or Melody could spot us the credit. That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause...
Let's...
Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did. We could ask either. Up to you to decide.
We should probably ask Fairlight. Because I don't think... how do I check in?
Greetings, guest.
Hi.
My records indicate that you were here recently for an event involving cranial trauma, but discharged yourself. Have you returned for a checkup? I can schedule one for you and assist you with the paperwork.
Shh. Sure. Oh, okay. I guess
Patient
not.
Fairlight is currently available to take the stairs to the second floor.
Two
I will page
14.
ahead and let him know you're. Please note that Patient Fairlight is to avoid undue stress, so take. You will be ejected from the building if you begin to.
Yeah.
Stress-free, that's...
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't expect to see you so soon.
Hi.
You had a break in the case. I've been receiving odd phone calls from strangers all day long, so I'm curious to know if your efforts have... I hope my suggestion to speak with Melody Florid.
It did. She pointed us towards a pair...
Ah, wonderful. So then...
The information should be good.
Ah, I see. How much?
100,000 credit.
Ah, for someone selling a Parallax secret, they ought to have asked for more. I'll message Leon and have him...
Let's go!
As long as you're willing to pass on anything that might be of interest to me. Information from inside Parallax could be just as valuable to me as it will be to you.
That sounds fair, Dr. Fairlight. Right?
Glad we can help each other.
Fairlight is
Now,
dangerous, though.
it will take a little time for Leon to run this errand for us. Perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind keeping an old man company?
Sure.
My treatments can be discomfort.
I think we can spare...
Ah, I'd ask about the investigation. I'd rather see the picture once it's... Perhaps there's a tale you'd like me... Ah, that is a bit embarrassing. The folly of a younger man, I assure you. Our companies work together to develop the first generation of virtual reality neural implants. Really impressive work. Though, I don't know if anything could impress me more than Miss Flores. It was rare for me to feel so
You guys.
completely outmatched in every way. It was thrilling, intoxicating. The power she had over a room was mesmerizing. Riding high on the success of our joint venture, I asked her, quite brashly, if she could continue to outmatch me in different ways.
It's disgusting.
I am ashamed to admit that I didn't take her rejection with grace. I directed our company to sabotage the neural implant program, but she was already 3 steps ahead, laughing over my defeat. We've been at odds ever since. But I have never married, and neither has she.
You guys are so
Sometimes enemies
stupid.
can be closer than our allies in a certain light. Perhaps it's time to bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't object to spending the rest of my time with a respected adversary.
You guys are so stupid. 20 years they spend fighting each other.
I shall send her a correspondence.
There you go.
I wish you luck, Dr. Fairlight. Melody is still...
Ah, I would expect nothing less from a woman of her caliber.
Perhaps there's something Turing. How are you outed? We're running out of time.
Oh, yes. Perhaps you could tell us a story about Hayden? As we've been pulling on the loose ends of his life, I've just... His time with me was such a small taste.
I, too, only know a little about Hayden. After the merger, the board of directors and I decided that I would oversee the same research division Hayden was a part of.
Okay.
I first met him the day he stormed into my office and slammed his files down on my desk. To hear him tell it, His direct superior was stifling his attempts to develop a new search algorithm, calling it a waste of
I
time.
need to sneeze.
I should have disciplined him for insubordination, as the management structure is there for a reason, but, well, I admired his spirit, and I read over his proposal. It was solid, so I greenlit it. I recall he spent one furious weekend pushing our supercomputer to the limits with his calculations and dropped the results in front of me the following Monday, almost too exhausted to stand.
Nice.
He knew how to command a room in his own way, a talent few men of the mind have.
What was the proposal?
As I said, it was a new search algorithm, one that correlated the user inputs on the Lips OS with search terms to give more relevant predictive results to a specific user. It would measure all types of data that we regularly collect, and then use those elements to quickly and accurately determine the user's age, gender, interests, even their immediate desires. Very dicey stuff to keep as useful data, but Hayden's algorithms were solid. After a little work, search results became almost 25% more desirable to
Damn.
the user upon implementation.
That's huge.
I'm not sure anyone else could have pulled it off, but it earned him his own research team. He was
And
a
his-
whirlwind during those days.
And a hit squad, apparently.
He always seemed so calm and patient. It's hard to imagine.
Well, he was a younger man then. It's easy for the young to bulldoze through problems. As you get older,
Yo.
even talents like Hayden have to learn to work through a problem instead of burning a path.
Hold on, guys.
When you get to be my age, you'll be lucky to have any energy left to budge.
Yep. Getting old sucks.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Getting old sucks. Okay. I don't know if I really want to ask how he was outed. Itch on my mouth.
Dastardly tale.
Sorry.
After the merger, I was given the position of Chief Technology Officer and was tasked with integrating System 1's Lips OS and Parallax's web search products. Things were going well, especially with Hayden's newest work, pushing the boundaries of what could be done with the technology, until the board started the MeshNet project. It was ambitious, and has proven to be a game-changer in the long run. But at the time, the board was blind to the possible weaknesses in the system, and I fought long and hard for more time and resources to make sure the new network was secure.
So the board was pushing the meshnet, and then people were hacking into it, and so he got pushed out.
A breach of the system could leak millions of users' data, and would deal a nasty blow to the company at a time when it was still getting its feet settled. They overrode my objections and launched the damn project early, trying to plump up a lean quarter. You should know the rest.
Yep.
Some child tore a hole in the network a mile wide, and the entire company had egg on its face for months until they could patch the security weaknesses. And despite the fact that I had made calls for more time from day one, they used the event as a reason to ask me to step down as CTO. I was a troublesome relic from System 1, and they were tired of fighting me, no matter how right I was.
That must have been frustrating, knowing you were right and being muscled out.
Frustrating is only one of many words for enduring.
Yep.
But
That'd
it
be-
was also a long time ago.
That's true.
I have other pursuits now. Of course. Don't let my ramblings keep you.
We literally just went through all your dialogue. You're fine.
Time waits for no one, including robots, as the case may be. Leon should be downstairs waiting for you with the credits you need. Good luck and Godspeed, my friends.
Thank you again.
Okay, so we didn't actually tell him anything.
There you are.
Decker, let's go.
I was afraid Fairlight would talk your ears off until your bones turned to dust like
We went through all his dialogue, it's fine.
Or, well, I guess you don't have bones, Turing. Maybe until your circuits oxidized? Man, modern technology really screws up good old colloquialisms.
What? Big words! Stop using big words.
I feel your pain, Mr. I am constantly amazed at the sheer number of sayings and permutations of sayings one must memorize as a matter of course while using English. Keeping up is a veritable nightmare.
No kidding. At least you have the entire mesh hooked right into your brain, eh? The rest of us just have to do with the meat. Anyway, Yannick had me get you two some cash.
How much? Because let's go.
Not sure what you did to pry it out of the old man, but I wish I was getting Christmas bonuses like this.
We have a meeting with someone who might be able to give us answers.
Information can be real expensive. But still, if you decide to blow it all on something fun, don't forget your old friend Dick.
Of course.
I know some spots to drop a little unmarked cash if you...
Sir?
That's the spirit. Oh, by the way, I managed to track down those kids you sent me after, and even made it back with Hayden's data cache too.
Sick. Let's go.
This is excellent news.
Don't mention it. They were just some punks with too much free time on their hands.
Okay,
I had
so
been tracking them for a while, and they ended up getting pinched when they tried to sneak past the body scanners down at the mall movie theater. Once the alarms went off, I just sat back, ate some popcorn, and enjoyed my own private comedy starring the punks and the cop. I think the officer got suspicious when she found the spray paint on them. The blue-haired one did manage to stash the data cache before she took them out. Too bad he didn't know I was there. Easy pickup. But I think they'll be good citizens yet.
Thanks, Leon.
No problem. Anyway, see you around.
Cool. Sick. Let's go. Decker's an absolute
We should check out
badass.
the department and see if Lexi can pull some strings.
Okay.
They might agree to help us if we get them off the hook for stealing. Oh, Tomcat said that we should drop the data cache off with Majid at Stardust.
Okay, we should
They'll
probably
need
do that
to decrypt
first.
it to see if there is anything. We still have things to do before we can meet back up.
Okay. So let's go to Stardust first. Because I need to drop this data cache off because it took a long time to get it.
Welcome to Stardust.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Okay, Majid. Hey there, bud.
Hey, friends. What can we get for you? All right. Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me.
Of course. Okay. Sick.
I won't pester you about what it is.
It's data.
I know things are always very hush-hush. I'll make sure they get it later.
Excellent.
Okay. Can I talk to him about anything?
Hey, friends. What?
No. Okay. Sick.
Later, you two.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. See you later. Okay. And then we will go to the station.
I didn't expect you to show up here.
Oh, hey, Lexi.
I was just about to wrap up booking these two, now that they've had a little time to sit underneath the weight of their shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Who the hell is this chump?
The ROM is owned by the guy whose place you trashed. They're both helping clean up your mess.
Huh! We didn't do nothing that bad! This is bullshit! Oh, my dad's gonna kill me!
Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you decided to take your street art to the wrong street. A little community service never hurt anyone. It'll be a learning experience.
And we would have gotten away with it, too!
If it wasn't for the meddling kids.
Chad, shut up! Don't call me that, Ollie! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
You fuck balls of gas. Burning balls of gas. It's a little sus, bro.
So what's the point of watching all those ancient cartoons with you if I can't use the joke?
Don't dig us any deeper. We're in enough trouble as it is.
They say it in every episode!
We're not on a television show, jerk. We were arrested.
What? You think they haven't seen the show?
I saw Scooby-Doo.
You always think everything is a...
Oh, now look who's swearing. Goody two-shoes.
Boys.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, whatever.
So, what brings you to my lair?
Don't eat me. I'm bending the rules a bit. Those two might be able to help.
Of course you do. I don't even know why I asked.
We're sorry for the inconvenience, Lexi, but they may be able to...
Hey, I never agreed to nothing. I don't even want to help you, Bubblehead.
Oh, in that case, let me go ahead and finish filling out this paperwork. Then we can call your parents.
No! We'd be happy to help, right, Chad? Right?
Right. Just don't call my dad. We'll do whatever the crappy robot wants.
You go fucking die. I mean...
How magnanimous.
Turing, stop using big words.
It's beside the point. This is all moot anyway.
What is the English language in this game?
It's completely against procedure for me to let them go at this stage. I've bent the rules for you too much already.
Put the mass community service for my ass.
We really could use their assistance. It's my apartment in a way. Isn't it up to me?
Not even remotely.
Oh, sick.
Fine. Take them. I can't handle being within earshot of the blue one any longer.
Aw, I thought we were really making a connection, Detective.
Okay.
Sorry about Chad, ma'am. He doesn't mean harm. We're very grateful. We both need to check in with our families first, so we'll meet the two of you back on Market Street.
Fine.
Of course. We'll meet you there, Oliver.
What a waste of my time. Don't worry. It's a hassle, but you know what we say. Gold in peace, iron in war. Back to the grind again. Stay safe, deputies.
You literally don't have to do anything, you just have to catch them. Okay, we're gonna save. I hear a phone over there. It's really annoying. Why do they make... Oh my god, that phone. Somebody get that phone. Okay. It's still snowing. Sick. Oh. Hey, what are you up to?
Welcome back. Care to take another pamphlet or two?
Sure.
Ah, the cold weather has made organising demonstrations a bit difficult, to say the least. But I refuse to relent in our mission. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, I will not rest until I stop these abominations from undoing God's almighty work.
Ah. That's kind of mean. Won't shutting down clinics like this cost lives? Why is someone with genetic modifications is human? How far back would...
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans. Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away. Thanks to our efforts, many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound. Why, just the other day, a Neo-SF landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help. Plus, can you imagine the cleaning fees? That's a leading question. Of course, some people have life-threatening afflictions, and it's a good thing that science has evolved to treat all kinds of diseases.
But
Simply wanting cat ears and furry tails does not constitute a disease. A disease of the mind, perhaps.
Well, yeah, but like...
If the government strictly limits genetic alteration surgeries to only life-threatening emergencies, well, that would be a start towards undoing the damage.
Okay.
We are not God. We were made in his image, and his image did not include fur.
I mean, we have hair. It's kind of the same thing.
That is the greatest misconception of our group. They would have you believe that we'd rather go back to the Dark Ages. Oh, sure, the human revolution wants people to go back to washing clothes by hand down by the river, right? We'll go back to playing with sticks, yes? We do not advocate for a reversal of all technology. That would be ludicrous.
So just science, genetic science.
Want severe limitations on genetic enhancements and a focus on medicinal practice beyond gene therapy. That would include an outlawing of cosmetic gene therapy, yes. People parading around in fur and scales as proud abominations. We need the government to protect these patients from themselves. I feel it's rather simple. It's even in the name. Modifying genes means we are changing the very DNA that makes us unique. We're giving doctors, among other people with a severe lack of understanding of the human condition, the right to make us into entirely new species.
That would still...
We are the byproduct of tens of thousands of years of natural selection and evolution, and now these people want that progress to just be reduced to a formula, to be injected into your skin at your convenience? And why? To fulfill some sick fantasy. We have VR dramas. Leave your imagination at home.
I get where they're coming from, but I also don't, because...
Besides, why should we give these self-proclaimed animals the same rights as humans when they clearly don't want to be human? Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
I'm not going to.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the meshnet speak critically of your organization?
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true, though historically most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight. I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side. Ah, I suppose I have come to expect that. Never mind. Write what you wish. When the city falls and we have a chihuahua as mayor, remember that all of you thought we were loonies. Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now. And remember, God designed you perfectly just the way you are.
So, it's not the fact that they hate the modifications, it's they're a religious group saying God made you as a human, you should stay human with the DNA he gave you. But then he said the DNA makes you unique, but putting in new DNA, turning you into something else would still make you unique. I get it, but I don't get it, because like animals don't have rights, right? But humans do, and humans sometimes treat their animals as humans because they have a connection. Who knows? I should probably talk to a chick about her ROM.
Hey!
told you jerks not to break my ROM. Now I can't get it to stop snowing.
I didn't break
Those
it.
protesters are gone, but I'm still not gonna have any customers with it freezing like this.
Just get... Huh. What the fuck?
This Hesse hot cup is the perfect thing to warm me up.
Why are there Vikings?
Snow out of nowhere? I guess I'll wait it out in here.
Okay.
Wow, look at it out there. So magical.
Don't think I've forgiven you. I better go get some Hesse hot cups going.
Well, all's well.
Yep.
I'll check the mesh for common issues with the mode selector on the 6703 ROM unit. I'm certain she'll be able to get it turned off after the...
Cool. Okay, bye! I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, where do we need to go here? Oh, hey.
The two of you are like a fuzzed sync-wave, even if you got us off the hook for that apartment job.
We appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Let's just get this over with. Riding this out is freaking exhausting.
Yep.
Then we'll be all squared up.
Yep.
Right.
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your...
Oh, so this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes.
Yep.
So, what's the thread? B&E? War driving? Copyright infringement?
Copyright infringement.
Is search bombing actually illegal?
It's against the terms of service, so probably. Oh, that's nothing. If you can pay. Ollie can whip up a couple that'll work good enough to get you past a bouncer or a cop doing sniff tests. He's a wizard with a printer and a lifted wallet.
It's more complicated than that. We need falsified passports that can get two people past the border safely.
Oh, yeah, I don't think Ollie can do that. Can you?
Not without equipment a lot more expensive and illegal than what I already have.
What about that guy who got at least that unrestricted mesh card when she was on probation?
That's not really the same thing, Chad. But it wouldn't hurt to give him a call. Give me a few minutes. This guy is pretty sketchy. Very...
Excellent. I'll forward you the...
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel left out. Ollie gets to show... You sure you don't need someone's head kicked in a little? That's my area. Well, that and petty...
We might have something that will suit your...
skills.
Let's just get the passports first, if you can stay calm for that long.
You sure yap a lot more than any of the ROMs I've ever... owned. What... You install some new conversation routines Ollie ain't had the chance to nerd out about yet? Well, they're top-notch. Very...
I don't run traditional ROM VI I am, in fact, the first fully sapient machine intelligence.
Which means what exactly?
It means he's a person, Chad, not a toy. Now keep it down.
Oops, and yes.
Well, that's awesome. You ain't so bad.
Tin can? I'm composed almost entirely out of plasteel and silica. Has no one come up with better insults for robots since the turn of the century?
No.
ROMs have been out for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give me a sec. I'm pretty good at name calling, too.
Oh no, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Just hold on a second. Underclocked? Oh, BitBrain!
Don't hurt yourself, Chad.
I'll get back to you, Bubblehead.
Okay, I talked to the guy. He said he'll do it, but he only works in trade. A couple of passports are gonna run us... one signed poster for Magical Commander Yukino? Yukino at the Gates to the Deep?
Well, that's really fucking simple.
Course.
It's not my fault they make the best VR dramas. Maybe you can do better?
I think that's gonna be a simple task.
Anyway, where...
I'm not sure. I've done switches with this guy before, and he never asks for something that'll take... My guess is he's a local that uses people like us as a way to nab something he's... We'll help you look for it.
Okay. Chad and Oliver joined my party. Sick. I'm very happy about that. Map. Map. Would it be like here? Tomorrow's Tears, probably mainstream. Okay, where do I go? I don't know where to go. Somewhere nearby. I guess just... What? Bitch. Okay, let's go in here. Maybe she has something.
Oh, there it is! I knew I saw a poster for Magical Commander Yukino somewhere around here. I should have remembered Ramona had one.
You know this?
Sure. We talk sometimes when I'm getting our drinks. You're usually too busy provoking people to notice.
You call it provoking. I call it...
There's a bit of a line. We'll have to wait a few...
We could just do a smash and grab. Simple and effective.
No.
We can't do that! She knows who we are!
Us too.
This is the most boring felony I've...
Look, we'll just stand in line.
Like a bunch of clumps? What is the big picture anyway, Blue Bomber?
I'm not sure it's wise to spread it around, Chad. For either of us, the less you know, the less reason...
Screw that, Static. I'm not heading to juvie not knowing what for. Spill the beans, or I'll...
Your persistence is already Fine. If you really must know, we are going to trade the passports for some information regarding the disappearance of my creator. His apartment was the one you trashed.
Oh shit, that Hayden dude is your dad? And they snatched him? Oh, that's so messed up.
Yep.
Well, Dad after a fashion. He raised me.
Man, I hope you find the dudes that took him. I hope he's okay.
It seems very unlikely.
Oh man, I don't know what to say, you know? I mean, I still have my dad, but he's...
Chad?
He's never really been around. Too busy trying to save the world from itself. Even now, he's over there standing in front of that damn clinic.
Oh.
And I thought I could find a way to make him... Whatever.
Huh.
I might as well nuke that drive. It ain't gonna sink.
So his dad is the protester.
I think I understand what you mean, Chad.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know?
Dudes?
Don't matter if you're a robot or what. We all got the same shit to deal with.
True that.
Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
Not that. From the mouth of babes, you're smarter than you look, Chad. Pretty open-minded.
People keep saying that, and I keep wanting to punch them for it.
It's probably the hair.
You think? Well, I ain't willing to give up my dude just so people will think I'm a brain. Got an image to protect.
I still think it would be better in yellow.
Yeah?
What?
Maybe we can get a box of dye on the way home.
Yellow? I don't think yellow would be the good... I don't think yellow...
The line has finally cleared up. Let's go talk to Ramona.
What was that?
Hey, Ollie.
Salutations, Ramona.
I need to steal your...
What can I do for you all?
I need to steal your poster.
Ahem.
Oh, this is my friend, Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We were hoping you might be able to give us your assistance, Ms. Rogers.
We want to make a trade for that magical Commander Yukino poster over there. It's necessary for us to get some pretty important information.
We're stealing from people.
No way. Not happening.
Come on.
Nuh-uh. Yukino is off limits.
I need it.
How does life and death depend on a nerdy poster? Look, I don't even care. That poster was signed by Takeko herself. It's one of a kind, and I'm not giving it up.
I'd rather not drag you any further into this than necessary, but I promise that we're not overstating it. This is a dire situation, and people have already died.
Jeez. Look, whatever you're doing sounds sketch as hell. I and Magical Commander Yukino herself want no part in it. I don't even see how the poster can help.
Man, you nerds sure do love your cheap crap from the net.
Cheap crap! I'll have you know that poster is worth hundreds of credits. Takeko passed away years ago, so there aren't any more of them getting signed. It's special.
Sure it is.
Urgh!
He doesn't get it. He's not in the fan.
Thankfully.
It's not just a poster. It was a gift from someone.
I need it!
Someone I care about, okay? Besides, you can't get another one.
Perhaps there's something else that would make...
You aren't hearing me, are you? It has sentimental value. Look, you'll just have to order something off the mesh.
Oh, we don't have time.
Keep me out of this.
Okay, enough. I have an original keyframe cell from Pretty Champion Sailor series.
Whoa! You have a size? They stopped doing keyframes by hand right around the time of her death.
You can't be serious, Ollie! You have that thing framed on your wall!
This is important, Chad.
Plus you'll see it anyways.
I wouldn't do the same thing if someone had your dad. Think about Turing. I can't ask Ramona to give up something important to her if I'm not willing to do the same.
Maybe.
Look, okay, I don't know what's going on, but you can't give me that cell for the poster.
But we need...
Yeah, you'll get the poster. Whatever you're doing, it must be... Do you have something more equal?
A couple of things.
We'll talk about it then. Maybe you can find me enough. Go ahead and take the...
Woo! Hookers! Let's go! Thank you, Ramona.
Thank you, Ramona.
Yes! I can't...
Sure. And,
Of course! I'll bring it over when we talk about the trade.
So cool.
Ramona and Ollie hitting it off? Let's go!
I don't like the way she was flirting with you, Ollie.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's so
I know flirting
quiet.
when I see it, and I'm saying I don't like it.
We just talk about old anime sometimes, Chad. Neither of us are interested in the other.
Sure.
Well, we have the post...
Go ahead and call this number, Tur.
No,
I want
don't
to set
call
up a
it.
drop with you. Now,
Sure. Change the sub.
I'll call him right now.
No, don't call
It's
him.
ringing.
No, don't call him.
You the ones looking for some papers?
Yes.
We are, and we have the requested...
Good. We're gonna do this real professional-like. You know Stardust?
Oh, sick.
I do.
Head there. leave the poster behind the Megaphobator arcade cabinet, and get out. Come back 10 minutes later, and your stuff will be behind the machine.
I understand.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Well, that was very mysterious.
Yeah, that's how this guy is. I don't even know his name, and I've been getting things from him for a few years now.
Who cares? Let him play Spy Master if he wants. Let's hurry up to Stardust and get this over with. I've wasted enough of my day with this crap.
This was your fault, so... Shut up. Okay. Let's see. Can we talk to him? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save that there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.